about that later. I think we spent a little too much time reflecting there. Let's go and do some attacks. We've taken what we wanted. These guys are war exhausted. This miss. Alright, what we're going to do, just run over to the city, take that out, and that turn. They've already built a burrow in both of these cities, so there's that. That's nice. We have a militia over here now, so the militia wasn't very good at holding off an attack, or at least not at holding off our attack, but it's better than nothing. And feed the bones. Alright. So we do have a bunch of skill points here. We could up our hero's defense value, improve our rune searching, or if I wanted to use him as a governor, he could go and provide a whole bunch of food to the city. +1 life. Well, if we are going to be aggressive, let's just go down this path. +1 defense, +1 life, and extra accessory slot. No, I don't need that. Let's get more life or more defense. This applies to all of my units, or at least all the units in my army. So that does sound more useful there. Go and apply those. Although more XP, that sounds good as well. 1 XP per turn. Let's go with the extra life. Matrix CPA, I am looking forward to Beyond Earth. Oh, and we do have to select another tech. Do I want this demanding gods? Do I want more science? Do I want more production? I think, well, how is approval in our main city? It's at 60%. Let's go and grab the sewer system and the public library. So we're picking up a lot of tier 1 techs. I guess I should have, in the future, I can plan out my techs better so that it would only take the minimum of 9 techs from age 1 and then take everything good from age 2. But I think I do want to pick up the science and the food, or the happiness boosts from tier 1. Alright, we're working on the public granary. And this guy is wandering over to deal damage to what is potentially the Broken Lord's last city. No, it looks like they've got another region to the south here. So, Beyond Earth, Civilization Beyond Earth, that's the sci-fi reskinning of Sim 5, or Sim 5, and it could be as complex and involved as the expansions for Sim 5, since they have had a lot of time to think about what makes Sim 5 good and interesting. But you're right, they might not be as ambitious with first. Alright, so we can lay siege to the city first. That'll give us some experience. But apart from 2 experience per turn, let's just attack so we can go move on to what I'm hoping is Broken Lord's last city. Alright, so let's see how the auto battle, or we can be spectator and see how the AI would fight. Alright, so they run out. They definitely placed our units in sort of a strange fashion. I would have placed my hero right up at the front. Or is that my hero? No, this is my hero right here. Or is it? Here's my hero. Okay, this is my hero. I would have put my hero up in front. Alright, so we're not going to be autoing any more battles. We lost one of our dredges there. I guess I can't fault the AI too much. We only had this very small area to found our people in. Alright, we lost a forager. That sucks. He was just a level 1 though, and it means that we get more experience on our remaining people. The Nadia are ready to assimilate. And the Nadia actually have a whole bunch of villages here. We've got 1, 2, 3, although this looks like it needs to be rebuilt. So let's go and have a look at that. If we were to assimilate these guys, we would get +1 initiative per village. So all of our guys would be almost guaranteed to go first. And we would get this cool flying unit, which is a ranged slayer. We'll hold off on that. Let's see, how much does it cost to assimilate? 30 influence. We do have a lot of influence. A Star of Hope. Alright, so let's just all of our guys here haven't taken too much damage. We'll go and head over to check out the Broken Lord's next city. Take that from him as well. Starvation. Well, we can put guys into food until we're not starving anymore. Now, if anyone's familiar with this game, can you tell me... Okay, so rebellions do end on their own. We are unhappy, but it could be a lot worse. So, sorry that I am tripping over my words a little more than normal. That's just because I am still congested here. I'm just going to mute myself while I blow my nose. Alright, so that's fine. This guy is wandering over to the next Broken Lord territory. We're getting our... Is that... What is this that we're building? We are building the public granary. That'll be more growth for us there. It's all good. And it looks like I might not actually need that settler that I started building. How resource intensive is this game compared to Civ 5? I don't know. It doesn't seem bad. I think your best bet would be to go and look at the system requirements for this game, which I actually haven't looked at. It seems to run very well. There's no lag. I haven't had any weird graphical artifacts as I have had with Civ 5, so I would say that it might be on par, but I really don't know. I have a decent computer here, so I haven't really been worrying about minimum system requirements. But yeah, Matrix CPA, my best advice for you would be to go and look at the system requirements. I don't imagine that this thing is too resource intensive though. Alright, so we finished the mill foundry in Ishmolar, and that's nice. What I want in Ishmolar is, well, some more food would be good, but I want these guys to be happy again. Okay, we'll go build the sea storage, and then once we get... we've got public libraries, and we have sewer systems already. Ishmolar. Okay, so let's go and build a sewer system as well. That'll help with our current unhappiness. We are content here to have a sewer system here as well. Alright, we'll put the sewer system right after the public granary there. Matrix CPA, yeah, I imagine anything with an i7 wouldn't have problem with the processing. It's just a matter of, I guess, what your Surface has as far as integrated graphics and whether or not that'll cause you any trouble. Alright, we've encountered another minor faction, the Surtan, It's got this crazy looking here, the Drider. It's a support unit, has Cocoon, Sweep, Strike Back, for attack. I'm not entirely sure what its unique or its support ability is, but its assimilation effects are +5 defense per Suratan village. So that might be a good option for assimilation as well. If they have multiple villages in this territory, that might be my first assimilation choice. Alright, so we've got 2 units here. We are down to 3 units on our hero. There's also... what's this guy? First Vanguard. Alright, so we'd be facing 3 units of our own. I don't know if we are strong enough to take this guy on. Well, this is a learning game. We could try it. Let's search these runes. Alright, if we produce 40 science for 10 turns in one of our cities, we would get 30 influence. That's fine. So far I am liking this game. If you do have, if your income isn't a problem and spending $35 for, 20 hours of fun, possibly many, many more, depending on how much you like this game, is not going to be much of a hardship for you, then yeah, I would recommend this game. As for whether the Founders Pack is worth it, you can get the Founders Pack upgrade, so if you turn out to be a huge fan of the game, you can always get the Founders Pack later on. It'll only cost you an extra $1. So I'd say just get, if you think you'll like this game, and you can afford to, I would say go and buy the standard version for $34, $35. And then if you become obsessed with the game and you want to give the developer some more money, maybe get some of the unique factions, then yeah, give them the extra $11 for the Founder Pack. But I would say wait on the Founders Pack. Alright, so what are we fighting here? So we're close enough to our other city that our militia is coming in to help with the attack. And we're fighting a demon, a stalwarts, and a militia. Yeah, stalwarts too. Okay, so we'll go and fight here. We'll do that manual fight. The game is only well-ish rated. I think the well-ish rating, yeah, like definitely if you want to be more discerning with your purchases, I would wait to see how other people like it. This game just did come out of early access, and I imagine they will still make some other changes. So if you want to be conservative with your playtime and your purchases, then definitely hold off. It's still fairly early. I think this game does have a lot of potential. It does seem to have a lot of depth, and so you can't really assess, how rich the strategy is until you actually figure out all of the mechanics. But the game is pretty beautiful, and I definitely like it so far. Alright, let's move you over here. We can push forward a little faster, although the forests will slow our movement, so perhaps starting back here might be better. Alright, that being said, if the forests are going to be slowing our movement, plus we've got all of this terrain, which will be impassable, we can't climb these cliffs, we would have to go through the city and around. Alright, let's position our people like this. Oh, this guy's not going to be going anywhere fast, okay. They do have reinforcements coming, so we'll have one guy who'll go stand in the city, and the other guys will go over this way, around these impassable cliffs. Alright, ready. Our reinforcements, the militia, are showing up now. We'll go and have this guy target this infantry unit, who is going to be going over through the city. Meanwhile, this guy, we are flying, so yeah, we can go over this way. Targeting and targeting. Although this guy is flying. I think I'm happy with that, but I'm not sure where these guys are going to run off to. Alright, so the flying unit came over this way, which did put us into range to immediately strike with our dredge unit. Awesome, our hero does deal some nice damage there. Oh wait, actually our hero's way back here. Alright, so it looks like they're down to 1 unit. This is going quite well for us. Alright, that went quite nicely. And so that was just the unit that we attacked. We still have the city to take. And now we have the city. Okay, does that mean that the Broken Lords are eliminated? They're exhausted. They still have some score. Alright, so they might have another city somewhere. This green is the other Draken faction. Alright, well, we can hang out in the city to heal up. Well, let's have a look at the city first. Low Foundry. These guys are almost certainly going to starve out. Let's go and explore the rest of this region. Okay, so I do want to get wine extractors online, since I do have a quest for wine. Wine extractor right over here, and actually forget the mill foundry. Let's go and build the wine extractor first. 14 turns. Alright, Empire of Broken Lords has been defeated. Awesome. Alright, so eliminated the Broken Lords. They won't be around to cause trouble for us. We've encountered another minor faction, the Silax, and they have the Harmonite. And this guy's got good attack and defense values and a beam attack. Looks like a cool unit. Their assimilation bonus would be plus 0.5 per strategic resource for each village that we take over. And we still have that settler in the queue, and we have no place that we could use in that. I guess if I hated one of these cities, I could raise it. Like I could raise this city. It only has the 1 population. It's not really in a good spot for us. There's no food here. Let's see, is there a better spot than a Dakin? We do have the Mutant Marsh, which gives us a little extra science and a little extra food. Alright, if I explore the rest of this region and I find a nice food anomaly, we'll probably go and raise this city and plant a new one somewhere else. Star of Hope, how is my doctorate going? Well, I'm hopefully close to finishing it. I do have a number of experiments to finish. Overall, it's kind of frustrating. I'm not exactly at the highest level of morale or motivation as far as the old PhD goes, but hopefully it'll be done soon. Alright, so we do have, let's see, how many? We've got 2 villages here. The Saratan gives us what now? That's the defense bonus. We could have a plus 10% defense bonus if we do an assimilate. Go and assimilate these guys. But I don't see much by way of the food bonus. So KS Banas, there is some micromanagement. You can decide which enemy units your units target. You can tell them to hold position or be aggressive, and you can tell them where to walk. But because both sides are issuing those same orders at the same time, the battlefield changes, and unless you can perfectly anticipate what your opponents are going to be doing, issuing specific orders can backfire, or at least not be as effective as you mean them to be. Thanks for the encouraging words, Star of Hope. Alright, granary, public granary is done in our primary city, which is cool. We do need some more approval here. We're working on the sewer system, so that should help with that. Let's see, our other cities are working on a sewer system, wine and wine. Once we have wine, we can probably use that to unlock some of these luxury bonuses. Now we need 25 accumulated wine to unlock the booster, but that will definitely help with our approval rating. So with 2 sources of wine, we should be able to get up to 25 at some point. Wine extractor done. Great. We've got wine coming in now. And what do I want to do here? So this city was nice because it did have a lot of production. So let's go and build that mill foundry. And probably the seed storage isn't so good because it gets disabled during the winter, and we're about to go into winter. But it is a lot cheaper than the public granary. Let's go activate or queue up the seed storage for next. Alright, I'm not 100% clear on what the, if there are detriments to having low approval. Let's look at a city with low approval and see. If you have an unhappy city, there is a negative modifier to food and production. So that's an unhappy city. This is also an unhappy city. And this is an unhappy city. So if you go unhappy, you get a reduction in your food and your production. Content, there are no effects. And if you become happy or extremely happy, I think it's called fervent, then you get bonuses to production. So that's the idea there. I want to improve our approval in the cities that we've just captured, just so that we can make full use of our food and production per turn. Oh, and I do need to queue up some research here. Public library is done. Empty research queue. We've researched pretty much everything in tier 1. Let's go. If we do want to play aggressively here, we already have the tier 1 weapons in advanced alloys. Maybe I'll do tier 2 armor instead, and then we'll do tier 3 weapons. We can pass over the tier 2 weapons. But what am I weak in here? I think I do want more research. The alchemical workshop gets us raw research plus a 20% boost. That might be good in our capital. Yeah, so let's go and research that next. It's 11 turns per tech, so we're progressing much more slowly than we were previously. Okay, the blue guys are who? This guy's dead. We've got 2 of these. Okay. So the blue guys are now terrified because we've got an army in their territory. We could just go and attack them. We've got plenty of influence, so that should be enough to declare war. Die extractor, cool. Yeah, let's just go and attack these guys. They already have a pacified village, I think. Let's see. No, that village has not been pacified. Well, we'll go and attack them anyways. So we are playing on normal difficulty. It does seem like it's been absurdly easy to take out these other factions, but we are playing a more aggressive race as well. Let's go and see how much it costs us to declare war. 56 influence. We'll go and declare war there, although they do have territories that are close to our cities there. So we should probably pop out some more units. Let's go Forager. We'll go and make ourselves a Necro drone, and we'll put that right up after the dye extractor. And I do have a bunch of money. I could buy another hero. We'll buy a hero once. No, we'll go out and buy a hero now. We can use him as a governor, and then once the Necro drone pops out, we'll have him be a general of an army. So I think mercenary market. Oh, I need a tech for that, which means going back to researching the tier 1 techs. Alright, so mercenary market. If I do want another hero, I will need the mercenary market. Set that up like that. And so we have declared war. We can go attack this city. We could siege them, but it does look like they only have the 1 unit there, so let's just go and attack. Manual, yes, that's right. The last time we did automatic, we lost a unit, so we'll do it like this. Okay, so these guys are my foragers. This guy is my hero with 3 movement, and this guy flies, so he can ignore terrain. We act first, so there's no problem with having these guys right up front. We'll be able to walk up here and hopefully walk around. Alright, that looks fine. Everyone's targeting, and we're on an aggressive stance. This should be good. Everyone poisoned the single militia unit. Okay, that went flawlessly. Now this city, is it starving? No, it's not, surprisingly. And, but why is that? It has the seed storage, awesome. Okay, production-wise, okay, if I want more luxuries, let's go get the Emerald Extractor online. That's in 5 turns. We do have a lot of science here, so let's get the Geomic Labs online, and then finally we can go and build the Empire Mill. This is actually a really nice looking city. Cool. Alright, these guys don't have to do any healing. Alright, I'm starting to suspect that normal difficulty with the Necrophages might have been too easy, but I do want to... I haven't played any of the late games, so even if this does seem like it's overly easy, I do want to see what the techs are. And I don't think I have time to start a new game and have anything come to a satisfying conclusion before I need to stop the live stream. Alright, so Empire Plan can be set for the following turns. What do I want? Do I want a science boost? If we're gonna go full military, we could go and get a military production boost there. Extra dust. We are building a lot of buildings here. That takes a lot of influence. Alright, we'll just get the science boost then. Spends a lot of our influence though. And what's my population in this city? I could go and drop another borough. That would get us closer to the spiral peel. I would need 1, 2, 3 more boroughs to get over there. So that's probably not really going to be worth it for us. It would only get us a little more science as well. Alright, forget about the boroughs for now. Although I think one of our unique faction abilities is slightly cheaper boroughs. So maybe once we cut through all of those other construction projects, we will go back to expanding our city with some more borough streets. Okay, we need to fight this roaming army. So, where are... Okay, the Harmonites are right here. We've got our 2 foragers already in position to deal damage right away. And go place our hero there, and the flying unit can ignore terrain and just sneak around the back. That's all fine. Alright, so that went well enough.